Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special treat box. This is part of my character boxes. I haven't made one in a while, so I really wanted to make one. I was going to actually make this a pumpkin face, but I decided just to make it for fall because, oh, y'all, I'm dying for fall to get here. We are dying here in Texas. It has been so hot. We are almost breaking a record of so many days over 105 and mornings above 80 in the 80s. So it has been one hot summer. So I just decided to do it fall because I thought if you want to make this with a face on it, you can make a face on it. But I just made it like a rustic pumpkin. So that is what we're going to do today. So this, I don't know if you've been around long enough, you know that I do these character boxes. I'm going to just show you some of them. I don't even know if this is all of them. I just grabbed the ones I could see real quick. And they actually all started, and I don't even have him out here, with 4th of July, Uncle Sam. And that's the one I don't have out here. So then we started doing, somebody wanted Santa. So I did this Santa right here. So that's one of them. These boxes are all the same size. They just have like different handles and stuff like that. And then I think it was last year I made the gingerbread, and I made the little boy and the little girl for the gingerbread. And I made one for St. Patrick's Day, which is this guy right here. And then I made a snowman because someone asked me to do a snowman, and I love snowmen. So I did this snowman. And all of these are on my YouTube channel, y'all. I started to do a PDF with instructions for all of these, but it has taken me, since I'm back to work and all that, I don't know when that's ever going to get out, because it's been a lot. So, and then I did a reindeer, and we did a little chick for Easter, and we did a bunny also for Easter. I love this bunny because it's got a little tail on the back and stuff. I actually did a boy and girl. I did one in blue and one in pink. And then we did a Mr. Dracula, and I think this one may have been last year's. I love him. He's so cute. And then I am a huge Grinch person. I love the movie, and so I did the Grinch. And then the Uncle Sam I didn't show you, but that's where it all started, was with the Uncle Sam. And then everybody started requesting things, and I started making some. I have some ideas too for Christmas this year, so we'll see if we can get another one out for Christmas. But there are, like, I think this is going to be like the 12th one that I did. So they are all on my YouTube channel. Y'all can just look those up. I'm not going to list them all in the description because it would take me forever to find them and to list them. But we're going to do this pumpkin. And if you want to put a face on it, you can put a face on it. All right, so this is what you need for this. Now I am using dies for this, of course. So I'm using the Countryside Corners dies, and this is how we're making the pumpkin. I'm using this one right here. I cut these pieces all out, y'all, so I can make it a little bit quicker. So this is the one I'm using. It is the 4th largest one on here. And then I am using the tailor-made tags. Like, I love these tags, so I'm using this one. And I'm using this stitched one, the small one, because we're going to write fall on that. And then I am using, for the leaves, I am using the pansy dies, because these leaves reminded me mostly of a pumpkin leaf. So that is what we're using for that. And for the sentiment, just for the fall, I'm using my Alphabest. I love this one. I've used this thing for so many things. This one's so good, y'all. I use it. I've used it a ton. So what you need to do is you need one piece that's 8 by 8. That is for the box. I cut out 3 of the countryside, what is that, countryside corners dies. So you need 3 of those. And then you need 2 leaves, and I just did one of the big and one of the small, and then this is for our sentiment. I'm also using our 2023-25 in color jute, and that's just for these little, and I left them long purposely because they remind me of, I think they call them drendels or something like that, and I just tied a bow on there. You also gonna need some scrap pecan pie, and you also need a piece that is, I think this is 11 by a ½ inch, and this is, no, it's 10. It's 10 by 1/2, and that's for the handle that goes on top. You can put 1 handle, you can put 2 handles. It's all up to you. All right. So first we're going to get our pumpkin ready. Let's just go ahead and scoot this out of the way. We're going to just go ahead and get everything ready, and then I'll do the box for you. I'm going to glue the leaves together. So I did lemon lime twist with garden green, and we're just going to add these to the top here, and then I'm going to do, yeah, I had lots of plans to do PDFs and then do it into like a booklet so that you all could have all the instructions. I would sell it on my blog or somewhere, and we would have them all together, and y'all would have all the instructions. I don't put the instructions, I just put the measurements on my inspiration sheet. So let's stamp this first. So I'm going to stamp it in pecan pie, but that kind of fell apart, so I'm still have it in my head to do it, but we'll just see what happens. Work has been a lot more than I thought it would be. Work outside of the home. This is my job at home. So right now I'm working too. I don't know how long my job outside the home is going to last. We're all kind of playing it by ear, so we will see. So I just writing fall, and I'm going to crunch this up. I know, I just wanted to look rustic like the rest of it. You can actually, I'm going to grab my, I meant to do this on the other one. Use your pecan pie, and then just take it from there. Just do the outside of this a little bit if you want. And I actually used the wrong dauber for that. It kind of looks reddish, so I think I used that for another project. So we're going to set that aside. We're going to do these, and I'm going to use my big, I think this is Tim Holtz. I'm going to use that for this, and we're going to just use pecan pie again. I just want it to look old, so I'm just kind of like doing the edges and kind of dragging over. Man, I wish I had my other, oh, there it is, right there, right in front of me. I like to do it with this because I can like do streaks and stuff like that with this. This one's going to be a little bit more rustic, y'all, because I kind of went crazy on that. That's okay. Y'all just do what you like and how you like it. So we're just gonna, all right. So that's that on those. Oh, I wanted to cut out, I'm gonna cut out my own little top for this. So all I did was cut it like that, just a straight line, and kind of curved it up. And that's gonna be our stem. And I'm gonna go ahead and make that a little bit darker too with this. Just gonna do that for that. You don't have to be picky with this. It's a lot of fun. All right, so we have all those ready. I'm going to put it together now. You have to realize how wide your box is. And I made this pumpkin, let me measure it again to be sure I'm telling you right. It is 4.5 inches wide. So you want to make sure when you're doing this, it's 4.5 inches. So we're going to put this together. I'm going to put this behind. And I just measure it like this. Just about like that. And then if you're a little over, it's not going to make any difference because you are going to, it's going to be on the box. So if it overlaps like mine does, but if it overlaps a little bit more, you're going to be just fine. So just, and I'm moving this, so I may have made it a little bit, yeah, I made it a little bit wider. I want them even though. Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to glue this on. And this would be the point if I was going to do a face on it. This is where I would put the face on it. Alright, so we're going to go with that right now. We're going to add this later with the leaves on here. We're going to go ahead and add those like that. You know, we can do that. We'll just glue them on now. So I'll put the fall down first, and then you're going to have to put the leaves on over that. You can do it however you like. If you think it's easier afterwards, you can do it that way. Oop. All right, so look at, there's our pumpkin all ready to go, our little rustic pumpkin. All right, so let's do the box. These are super easy, y'all. They are just so easy. All right, let's go ahead and score this. And we are going to score this, and this is 8 by 8, so on 1/8 inch side, you're gonna score it at 3. Whoops, I knew I'd do that. 3 and 5. And then you're going to turn it and you're going to do it at 2 and 6. And that's it. Super simple. Alright, so we're going to cut this. The side that I messed up on, that's where the pumpkin's going to go. So you're going to cut in these. You can cut them in on them. You don't have to, because I'm going to show you, after doing a couple of these, I figured out a way so that the box is nice and clean inside and you're not going to see these little flaps. So I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Alright, so let's sharpen this because you know it's important when you have your, making your box. I have all these lights on me too, and it is like burning up in this room. Alright, so what you're going to do first is you are going to glue these on the inside here. Make sure your box is real nice and square when you're doing it. And then this one, you're going to put the glue on this side. And then you just pull these up. So now you're not seeing the little flap. It's nice and clean inside. You can add your candy, whatever you're going to add to this. I usually fill a bag with these. I usually fill, like, let me see if I have my, yeah. Last year, or I think it was last year when I did the gingerbread, I got these gingerbread cookies and I put them in a little bag. That's usually how I put my candy or whatever I'm putting in these. I usually put them in a bag and then tie them with a gift tag because they're really easy to do that way. And it keeps all the candy nice in there. Unless you're going to use bars. If you use like little bars, you can just stick them in there. Alright, now I'm going to put on, oh, I forgot to do the handle. When you do the handle, I'm going to put some glue on here. You want to do it, you want to sandwich it in between here because you don't want to see the handle. So I'm going to kind of pull this apart. I always do this, y'all. I always forget to put the handle in here. I'm going to add more glue. And on this one too, I'm going to have to pull apart. You don't have to do it a lot, but enough so that that goes in there, down there deep enough. But you can do it. I've done it several times and I forget about it. All right, so there you go. We got our handle on. Now all we have to do is add our pumpkin, and we're gonna add our little bow on it. And then just center this on here. And we're going to use, out of these that go, I'm using this one right here, but you can use whatever color you like on it. I just thought this was really appropriate. And it's really so curly that you don't have to worry about curling it. So I am just going to tie a bow. I'm going to leave those little curlies go. I'm going to use a glue dot to hold this on. You can glue it on if you want, but I'm just going to use a glue dot. And we're going to put that up here. And I'm going to trim this one because it's a little bit too long. But I just let them go curly. Now this one's trying to be stubborn, but... And another way to do this is add some glue to your, to this ribbon. It's not ribbon, it's jute twine. But you can add glue on that. Take a paintbrush or a pencil and you can form it on here. In fact, I'll show you. I've done this before. You just want to make sure you have a good amount of glue on that. I like to use a pencil. Let me see if I can grab my pencil. And then you just wind it around here. This is if you really want to fool with it to make it, you know, really. And you have to wait for it to dry, but it will come off really nicely off this, and it'll stay curled up like that. So I used to do that a lot. This was years ago, but that's a way to do it. But it will, like, see, that even stayed and it's not dry. So that stayed pretty good, but it'll be a tighter curl if you want to do that. That's just a little tip there. So here's the other one. So we got our little rustic pumpkins. And like I said, if you want to put a face on it, put a face on it. All right, everyone, I really hope you enjoy this. I'm going to be sharing a lot more fall, some Christmas, Halloween still. So stay tuned. And this is my August host code. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. Have a blessed day. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.